Welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. I'm so excited to show you these 5 dump and go meals, perfect for your slow cooker. They are 8-hour meals. You can set them and forget them. These are some of my go-to recipes, and each video is going to show you exactly how to make it so that you can get dinner ready. Welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make the easiest slow cooker beef taco soup, one of my favorite dump and go recipes for a quick weeknight meal. Right now I've got a 6-quart slow cooker with ground beef in it. I've got that cooked and ready to go. I'm going to add in a can of black beans. I've drained off the top there, and then I'm going to add in rotel, which is just diced tomatoes with green chilies. And then I like to use frozen corn, so I'm using a bag of frozen sweet corn. You can use canned corn as well. Just dump that all in. And then I'm going to add a gluten-free packet of taco seasoning, or you can use your own homemade taco seasoning, whichever one you prefer. It's about 2 tablespoons. So I'm adding that in. If you wanted pepper or make it spicy, you could go ahead and add that too, like cayenne pepper or red pepper flakes. So now I'm adding in 32 ounces of beef broth. And I'm just going to add in this whole carton. If you don't want as much broth because it's more salty, you could mix that with 2 cups of water and 2 cups of broth instead. So now I'm going to stir up all of that and go ahead and cover it and cook it on low for 8 hours. So I'm getting that set here. We like to serve ours with shredded cheese and Doritos. They just have the perfect pairing with this taco soup. And this is how you make an easy dump and go slow cooker beef taco soup. Hi there, and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make this easy 4-ingredient roast beef all right in your slow cooker. You can make this gluten-free too, and you can also make it in the Ninja Foodie using the slow cooker function as well. If you want to do that, you would leave the nozzle on the pressure cooker lid open or vented to do that in the slow cooker. So you're going to need a 3-pound beef chuck roast. We use a boneless beef chuck roast, 5 medium-sized potatoes, and we're going to dice those up, 8 ounces of baby carrots, and then a 12-ounce jar of beef gravy, or you can make your own gluten-free gravy as well. We usually use the gluten-free Pioneer brand and make it on the stove, and then I just pour 12 ounces of it over the chuck roast. So you can do that as well, which is what you see here. So you're going to spray the crock pot with cooking spray or line it with a liner and just add in your roast, your potatoes, carrots, and then just pour that gravy right over the roast. So that is what I am doing here. Super simple to make. This is a very basic beef pot roast, so you can make it in mere minutes basically. So I have that all ready to go here, and then I'm going to cover and cook this on low for 8 hours. So this is going to be what it looks like after 8 hours. And after it's fully cooked, the best thing to do here is to shred it up. It's going to be very easy to shred up because it's going to be very tender. And then just mix it all together. And you can use what's left in the crock pot as your gravy. You can even, if it's not thick enough for you, you can add in a little bit of cornstarch and thicken it up if you want. We've never had to do that. It's usually always thick enough, but it's totally up to you there. So I am just going to get that prepared, and I normally will plate this on a plate. And right here you can see this is stirred up. So this is what it looks like whenever it's all stirred up and the liquid really soaks back in. And so you can see that here. And then I'm just shredding it up, and then I usually will place it on a plate if we're going to serve it just like this, or you can have everyone just get some out of the crock pot. Very easy to make. So this is slow cooker 4-ingredient beef roast. It's a simple slow cooker pot roast. Perfect comfort meal for any day of the week. Remember that if you're doing this one in the Ninja Foodie, you will use the pressure cooker lid, and you will keep that nozzle on vent the whole time. So you can find this full recipe over on mommyhatescooking.com. Hope you enjoyed learning how to make this easy slow cooker beef roast. Be sure to like and subscribe so that you do not miss the next video. Hi there, and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make slow cooker beef teriyaki. This can be made gluten-free if you need, or regular, totally up to you. Easy to make in your slow cooker or your crock pot. So the first thing we are going to need are our ingredients. We will need 1 red onion sliced, 2 pounds of flank steak cut into 1-inch cubes, and then for your sauce, 3/4 cup cold water, 1/2 cup of gluten-free soy sauce or regular if you don't need gluten-free, and 1/3 cup packed light brown sugar, along with 2 tablespoons of honey, half a teaspoon of ground ginger, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, and then for your slurry, 2 tablespoons cornstarch and 2 tablespoons hot water. Now we are going to go ahead and grab a 6-quart slow cooker or crock pot. You can go ahead and spray yours with nonstick cooking spray, or you can use a liner that goes in the crock pot as well. And then you're going to place your onions on the bottom and then top it with your cube steak. So as you can see here, I've got the onions on the bottom, steak on top, and then we are going to make that sauce that you see poured on here. So the sauce is going to be made in a small saucepan. So we will need to add in that saucepan 3/4 cup cold water, half a cup soy sauce, regular or gluten-free, 1/3 cup brown sugar, 2 tablespoons honey, half a teaspoon of ginger, and half a teaspoon of garlic powder. Now you're going to go ahead and bring this to a boil. Just whisk it together, bring it to a boil, and let it boil for about 5 minutes. While this is boiling, you want to go ahead and make your slurry, and this is what's going to make it thicker. So you need to add 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of hot water to a small little bowl and just mix it together. And then once this has been boiling for about 5 minutes, you can whisk in this slurry right into your boiling mixture, and you're going to simmer it for 2 to 3 minutes. And this is just going to thicken up and make it the consistency of a sauce, similar to what you would buy in the store. And your little cheat for this recipe is you could totally use store-bought sauce for this as well and skip making it from scratch if you wanted to. So once you have your sauce done, you can pour the sauce right over the steak and onion, just like this is, mix it up a little bit, and then you can cover it and cook it on low for 6 hours or high for 3 hours. So your steak needs to be about 145 to 165 is where we want it. 165 would be very well done. So this is what it looks like for slow cooker beef teriyaki when it's all done. We like to serve ours over rice with a little bit of green onion on top, parsley, cilantro, whatever you want to put on top there. So this is the full recipe. You will find it over on mommyhatescooking.com. And be sure to like and subscribe so that you do not miss the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in to this slow cooker beef teriyaki recipe. Hey there, and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make these easy slow cooker barbecue ribs. You can make them in your Ninja Foodi 2 using the slow cooker function. These are so simple to make, a great way to make them as an alternative to smoking them outside if maybe you don't have a smoker or you can't do that for any particular reason. This is a great way to do them. All you need is a rack of ribs, either baby back or spare ribs, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a cup of barbecue sauce, 1/4 teaspoon of liquid smoke, and a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. So that is going to be all that you need to make these. And the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and grab your rack of ribs, and then you're going to trim off the membrane or any of the excess that's usually on the bottom of the ribs. So we've trimmed these up. And then we're going to get ready to cut them to fit into our slow cooker. But first, you're going to go ahead and coat them evenly with that brown sugar. So do that first. I like to just rub it all in so that it kind of soaks into the ribs. And you can do front and back. And then we're going to cut those in half just to fit in your slow cooker. So you want to go ahead and cut those to fit whatever size slow cooker you are using. You may need to cut them in 3 pieces if you have a different size slow cooker than I'm using. But then after you do that, you're going to grab a small dish and combine the barbecue sauce, liquid smoke, and Worcestershire sauce. And then you're going to just brush this evenly over the ribs. So I've brushed that all on. You want to get underneath the parts where they're kind of stuck together there and make sure all of that is brushed in so that they're nice and coated. So then you're going to cover them and cook them on low for 6 hours. So I've got these all cooked now. You want them to be well over 165 degrees Fahrenheit, so they should be pushing like 190. That just kind of makes them fall apart easily. So you're going to go ahead and carefully remove them, and we like to add more sauce before serving just to get them nice and full of that barbecue flavor. So we're brushing more sauce on, and then we just cut them up and serve them. The meat will be super tender, so as you can see here, it falls right off the bone. And you can go ahead and serve those on a platter with your favorite beans or coleslaw or whatever barbecue fixings you prefer. But this is a great alternative to making them on the smoker. We like to do this if we're in a hurry or if we're not going to be home for the day and we need a quick dinner. It's a great way to do it. And you can easily use leftover barbecue condiments and different things that you might have on hand as well for side items. So you can find this full recipe over on mommyhatescooking.com. Hope you enjoyed learning how to make slow cooker barbecue ribs. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Hi there and welcome back to Mommy Hates Cooking. Today I'm going to show you how to make this easy crock-pot chicken nachos. Also super simple to make gluten-free. This is a good one for a busy weeknight where you just don't have time to make dinner. So you can do this with these ingredients: 4 medium boneless skinless chicken breasts, 10 ounces of rotel, which is just diced tomatoes and green chilies, and a 15-ounce can of black beans, and you'll want to go ahead and drain that, along with all of your nacho toppings. So these can be tortilla chips, cheese, queso, avocado, lettuce, tomato, green onions, black olive, salsa, cilantro, and whatever else you would like on nachos. So that is going to be the ingredients that you will need for this. So I'm getting all of those ready, as you can see here, and then I'm going to grab the crock pot. Now remember, this is just the chicken you're making and then adding with your nachos. So you can definitely use this for a base of tacos, burritos, or anything like that as well. So you're going to use a 6-quart crock pot and line it or coat it with spray. Then go ahead and place your chicken on the bottom. I did add a little bit of salt and pepper to this too, so you can do that as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and top it with rotel and the black beans, and then cover and cook this on low for 8 hours. So this is just making the chicken. Again, great recipe to do and add to several different types of things like burritos or tacos as well. So after that, I'm going to go ahead and shred up the chicken with 2 forks, as you can see here. I like to kind of mix it in if there's some liquid left too, just to give it a little more juice. And then I'm going to go ahead and build up my nachos. What I like to do is use a sheet pan, layer it with the tortilla chips, and then add my queso on top or my cheese, and just put this in the oven for about 5 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit just to get that that melted cheese. And then once that's done, I go ahead and top it with all the other ingredients. So you would just use a slotted spoon and pull all of the chicken out and just top your nachos with it. So this is how we do crock-pot chicken nachos. You can add sour cream on top. You can use salsa, whatever you want to do. Just gives you a really simple way to make dinner during the week. So find this full recipe over on mommyhatescooking.com. I hope you like it and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one.